People who live in North Korea can't complain about their government. And I don't say that in a good way. They really can't. Criticism of the government and its leaders is strictly forbidden there. Making such statements can be cause for arrest and a one-way ticket to one of North Korea's re-education camps. If you still don't know about it, North Korea is a dictatorship run by Kim Jong-un, who belongs to a family of dictators, like his father and grandfather before him. As much as I like to joke about several geography topics, this video will have a more serious approach, since some of the things we will talk about here are rather shady and vile. Now, let's talk about some evil facts about this little country located in East Asia. We're gonna start this video by talking about Kim Jong-Nam's assassination, who was the current dictator's half-brother. Even though being part of the family, Kim Jong-Nam was against the North Korean regime. According to the Wall Street Journal, Kim Jong-Nam was a CIA informant who provided the American agency with confidential information. He was murdered at the Kuala Lumpur International Airport. It is widely believed that his half-brother, Kim Jong-un, sent the order. The assassination was meticulously planned. The killers were two women from Malaysia who didn't know they were part of an international murder operation. They were clueless. They were led to believe they were participating in a prank TV show in which they were supposed to spread lotion on random people's faces at the airport. However, it was all part of a bigger scheme. What they thought was lotion was actually VX nerve agent, an extremely toxic synthetic chemical product developed by the military. Security cameras from the airport recorded the exact moment that Kim Jong-nam was pranked, or actually attacked. He died soon after that. As you would expect from a dictatorship, having access to the internet is something very difficult. It's easier buying a gun in America than a computer in North Korea. That is because you have to be granted permission by the government to own electronic hardware. Citizens with an illegal computer or fax machine can be punished and sent to labor camps for years. If you ask an average North Korean resident about the internet, they will probably have no idea what you're asking them. That is because most of the people there still live in poverty. However, in Pyongyang, the country's capital, a small percentage of people do have access to the internet, or as they call it, Kwamayong. I'm sorry if I'm completely butchering this word, but Kwamayong, which is Korean for Bright Star, is North Korea's officially sanctioned intranet. It is a closed network that runs on pirated Japanese versions of Microsoft software. It looks kinda like the real internet, but it's not. It can run primitive email systems, and it can give access to a few collection of hand-picked websites, which have been obviously scrutinized and censored by the government. Remember when I said North Koreans couldn't complain about their country? Well, they also cannot leave it either. North Korean citizens usually cannot freely travel around the country, let alone travel abroad. Only the political elite has the right to lease and own cars. Fuel is also limited in the country. If you decide to escape North Korea and flee to another country, you will be considered a defector and may be forcibly repatriated back by North Korean authorities. If that happens, you'd probably be sent to prison camps as well. And keep something in mind. Individually punishment isn't enough in some cases. North Koreans have the 3-generation punishment rule. If one is found guilty of a serious crime against the country, their families can also be punished for it, including elderly people like grandparents. And the penalty could be, as you probably guessed it already, prison camps. And even small, simple things are forbidden there, like growing your hair the way you want it. There are limited types of haircuts men and women can get. After making this video, I realized that many of us, including myself, often take freedom for granted. Even though things aren't perfect in our countries, we should be grateful for being able to enjoy things that appear to be simple at first glance. Having the freedom to access the internet, being able to grow our hair the way we want it, criticize our governments and not be punished for it, listen to whatever kind of music we're into, and so on. May this also be a warning that we should always stay vigilant, and that they, whoever they are, can never and will never take our freedom away. Take care, guys.